You are listening to Win on KZKO. Check them out every Monday from 4 to 5 p.m. Mountain Time. Only on KZKO The Vibe.
And now, World Improv Network proudly presents Community Court.
When two parties cannot solve a dispute in an amicable manner, Community Court is there to solve the problem.
All rise for the Most Honorable Judge Kenneth Vicarro.
All right. Hey, here we are. Well, we've had a lot of different figures come through this courtroom, and I would say this is perhaps the most the highest up we've gone. I can't recollect having the president in this courtroom. Cliff, have we had the junior thinks we have?
We've definitely had some foreign world leaders, but no sitting or active president, no. And I believe Mr. Clinton was in here at one point.
And I think this woman could possibly become president in the next election, but
she will if I have anything to say about it.
All right, that's really cool, Cliff. Let's see here, Miss Hillary Clinton. Thank you for being here today.
Thank you for having me.
I wish it could be under some more, sociable circumstances. You are our defendant today.
That's quite sad, to say the least, given my esteemed position. I just want to say to start out, for the jury or for you to make a decision.
Yeah, we don't have a jury. It's just community court.
Okay, well then, let me just look into your eyes and explain to you right off the top where I stand. I'm
kind of surprised you wouldn't know how the justice system. Anyway,
I have been.
Miss Clinton is unfamiliar with many of America's protocols and regulations, Judge.
I haven't driven a car in 40 years, nor have I dated in 50, so I'm not quite familiar with some of the workings and procedurally these days. But I am the greatest Secretary of State we've ever had, and therefore I am privileged. And because I'm privileged, it is actually a disgrace that I'm here in front of you. No offense to you, Your Honor.
All right, that was a few. Yeah, Junior. Well, Junior, maybe you should have brought your baseball cap with you, yesterday, and then you could have just left it here, and it would still be here. Oh, you do not spit at me! You do not spit at me!
He's getting a real attitude, Judge.
Well, he's in those terrible twos. Terrible twos.
Your Honor, would you like me to breastfeed your child while we sit here?
Nope.
Okay, that's okay. Well, we can proceed with the matter if you must.
Yep. So we've met our defendant, and our plaintiff here is
redacted.
Excuse me?
I would just like to be referred to as redacted, please.
All right. Well, that will be the case in the record, but moving forward, for the proceedings of this courtroom, do have to use your name.
Yes, Your Honor. It's not on the docket that I am getting sued by redacted. What is this? Is this some? I know exactly who you are. You look like that person I met in Iraq many years ago, who was Tariq Aziz's assistant, who was the right-hand man to Saddam Hussein. You are not redacted.
Okay, I would appreciate it if you would keep my previous operations out of the official court record, Mrs. Clinton.
Well, you're bringing my record into contention, so I will bring yours if I need to.
All right, well...
Because you have violated the law, Mrs. Clinton.
Well, and we're going to get to that right here, Mr. Chariot Gershwitz.
A.K.A. redacted.
A.K.A. redacted, right. So, you're here to file a complaint. You have filed a complaint. We're here to see it out.
I am here representing the National Security Agency and the people of the United States of America.
And, Your Honor, I just want to say I voted against the development of the NSA, so I just want to let you know that it's something you should take into consideration, especially since I will be running for the presidency.
Yes. Well, please take into account her previous record as a loser.
Well, the fact of the matter is, Ms. Clinton, you have not been using the officially provided government email, upon which, official government business ought to be handled, according to, Mr.
Yes.
Gershwitz.
Yes. AKA redacted.
AKA redacted. They so adamantly, well, not just encourage, but, require.
Well, I have
You've been using your personal email, haven't you?
I have, and it's for two reasons. A, I don't know how to set up Outlook, so I was never taught how to do that when I was in the State Department. And secondly, out of convenience, because I am privileged, I should be able to use whatever email extension I want to do my business, however I want, when I want, and where I want. Redacted.
Your Honor, I would like to point to the previous precedent of ignorance is no excuse.
But, Your Honor, I am quite ignorant, so it's more than just an excuse.
Well, I imagine your ignorance comes with your privilege. I'm sorry, he's just having a bad day. We were supposed to go to a baseball game and, work.
Your Honor, if you would have brought a baseball hat, a Yankees hat per se, I would have signed it for him. And I could even still, if you'd like, I could autograph my my breast and breastfeed your child during this.
You really think highly of yourself, don't you? Do you offer breastfeeding to just any baby that's in your way?
Only when I'm in a courtroom, Your Honor.
What about bailiffs, Mrs. Clinton?
Cliff.
I think.
Sorry, Your Honor.
Well,
we're moving forward. That's not why we're here.
The bailiff
okay.
seems like he might be still young enough to benefit from breastfeeding.
I am 38.
That's perfect age.
Mm-hmm.
All right, order. Hello. This is not why we're here. Well, all right, Miss Clinton, would you please? For Junior.
It has a Yankee tattoo. Come here, Junior. Come here.
This isn't fair, Judge.
Well, you know what? We haven't had a mother for long enough.
Hey, it's okay.
All right, that is really loud. Can you step away from the court microphone?
Wow.
All right, I'll take him back now. Thank you.
He seemed to enjoy it, Your Honor. He was.
All right. Yeah, we have court proceedings to get through here. All right. Stop talking about your ma'ams.
It's fine. No one's looked at them in 40 years. That's maybe the only reason why.
Oh my gosh, we don't need to dive into your diary.
Well, you've just been hanging out in the wrong place, Mrs. Clinton.
I have.
Why have you been using your personal email instead of the officially provided government one?
The reason why?
Yeah,
you
why?
Want to know the real reason why?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Because it says in my horoscope to do so. It told me 5 years ago that I will use my own personal emails for all communication, which is my psychic link to the stars and to the American people and to the rest of the people around the world that I need to negotiate with on our country's behalf.
All right.
And Your Honor, this is exactly why we have these regulations, so we don't have outside influences such as a Miss Cleo or whatever cockamamie.
Ask Amy or something like that.
Actually, It was Orion himself who's been trying to influence me with his belt.
Excuse me?
Yes, he took his belt off and used to whip me. Orion himself when I would look up to the southwest in the skies at night.
Orion isn't even a zodiac sign, Mrs. Clinton.
Yeah, even Junior knows that. He's laughing at how dumb you are right now.
Like I said, I haven't driven a car in 40 years, nor have I dated in 50. How should I know that Orion is not an official zodiac sign?
Mrs. Clinton, my middle name is Orion.
Oh.
I could take this belt off if you'd like.
I think I've heard enough for just my own sanity as well as for the court proceedings and the relevant information.
Are you sure, Judge? I mean, you sure we don't need to get in and, verify this breast milk or enter that into evidence?
Yeah, I think
It might
Junior
be
took care of
important,
that.
Your Honor, to see if it's still viable, because I'm here to serve the people.
Why are you so... Did you just come here to offer breast milk?
Your Honor, I want to be honest with you.
No, forget it.
I haven't been consoled in 40 years.
I retract
that evil
the question.
man who was my husband as well
And I
as the former
see in
president of the United
favor
States.
of the plaintiff, redacted.
Thank you.
Because we don't have any good reason, or there's just no astrology is not a reason to violate government protocol, especially that established by the NSA.
Your Honor, I will be President of the United States in less than 2 calendar years. You will be sorry you made this ruling.
Yeah, all right. Well, I'll be sorry then. As for now, court dismissed.
Let's go live outside the courtroom to Wilford Taylor, who's with the plaintiff and defendant, to get some post-trial thoughts. What's going on out there, Wilford?
Right. Well, I'm here with Mr. Gershwitz, otherwise known as Redacted.
Yes, thank you.
What'd you think of the court proceedings?
Well, I thought it was a bit of a kangaroo court, but ultimately we came to the correct decision for the American people, so I'm pleased.
All right.
If you'll excuse me.
Oh my goodness, you just disappeared in the cloud of smoke like a ninja. And I'm here with Miss Secretary of State Hillary Clinton.
Soon to be President of the United States, please, Wilford.
Right. You were very, you didn't really do much for the, oh, see, you've got a bailiff hooked on you. All right, well, that's enough. That's a good interview there.
Hope
Thus concludes another episode of Community Court.
that's high in vitamin D, Cliff.
Mrs. Clinton, you are...
All right, we can turn the microphones off. We're just going to pack up our equipment here.
The verdict has been made and the court of law has spoken. Tune in next week for another fascinating episode of Community Court.
Give the Wincast your suggestions via Facebook, Twitter, or the KZKO Win blog during the commercial break of a crime that needs to be solved during Truth and Justice. Next on KZKO.
You are listening to Win on KZKO. Check them out every Monday from 4 to 5 p.m. Mountain Time. Only on KZKO The Vibe.